NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Now Richardson yet again. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Micah Parsons. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Richardson now on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense back out again, and there's the burner, Anthony Schwartz. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. And he's taken down right away, but not before he crosses the 50 and gets to the 49. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll air this one out for Mims. And this is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Marvin Mims, 49 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move. Is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. There he goes again. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Richardson back to throw it. They shakes him off, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw this. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson on 3rd and short. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. He'll air this one out for Mims.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Steps away. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Out to his left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that is caught. But how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. Rosas to add the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control. And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play. The offense has had its moments, too. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help. No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. 131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And he rifles one incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. PAT up and good by Rosas. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That complete to Downs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Left side, he finds Pierce. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 2nd down, here's Richardson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Rosas now to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's third and a few inches. Back to throw. Richardson. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Colts send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 22. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. 33 yards that time. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll look to throw again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here.